Bluetooth. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hey, welcome. Let me just bring a few people on, advertise here a little bit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, there we go. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Let's do a little singing the name and see where it goes. And if anybody wants to go to YouTube, here's the link. I'll get you the link here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So you come on live or you can go here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's just do some japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hey there, Richard. Welcome. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Thank you for coming, man. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I think I'm going to read something here. Uh, let's see. This book is. Let's see. I'll read the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Uh, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda. This is the deliverance of Gopinath Patanayaka, chapter 9 of the Anshalila. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus. The innumerable glorious followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought a constant flood to the desert-like hearts of the unfortunate with an inundation of ecstatic love. The innumerable glorious followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought a constant flood to the desert-like hearts of the unfortunate with an inundation of ecstatic love. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the most merciful incarnation. All glories to Lord Nityananda, whose heart is always compassionate. All glories to Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, the most merciful incarnation. And all glories to Lord Nityananda, whose heart is always compassionate. All glories to Advaita Charya, who is very merciful. All glories to Advaita Charya, who is very merciful. And all glories to the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are always overwhelmed in transcendental bliss. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived in Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, with his personal devotees, always merged in ecstatic love. We got two of you here. Ecstatic love for Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always felt waves of separation from Krishna, externally and internally. His mind and body were agitated by various spiritual transformations. During the day, he chanted, danced, and saw Lord Jagannath in the temple. At night, he tasted transcendental bliss in the company of Ramananda Roy and Swarab Damodar. People from the three worlds used to come to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who saw him received the transcendental treasure of love of Krishna. The inhabitants of the seven planetary systems, including the demigods, Gandharvas, and the Kinnaras, and the inhabitants of the seven lower planetary systems, Pataloka, including the demons and the serpentine living entities, all visited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the dress of human beings. The inhabitants of the seven lower planetary system, Patala, including the demons and serpentine living entities, ah, visited in the dress of the human beings. Isn't that interesting? See, there's even a mention of that. The serpentine living entities, living beings, who came in the dress of human beings. They came to see Lord Chaitanya. See, everybody is Lord Chaitanya is connected with him. Even the demons. See, he wasn't against anybody. That's the beauty of it. Okay? Everybody's against somebody, right? They're always against somebody. He wasn't against anyone. He was for everybody. He can contribute to everybody. Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Vyasadeva, Shukadev, Goswami, and other great sages came to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Upon seeing him, they became unconscious in ecstatic love for Krishna. Being unable to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the populace outside his room would make a tumultuous sound. Thus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go outside and tell him, chant Hare Krishna. All kinds of people would come to see the Lord, and upon seeing him, they would be overwhelmed with ecstatic love for Krishna. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed his days and nights. One day, the people suddenly came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and informed him, Gopinath Patanayaka, the son of Bhavananda Roy, has been condemned to death by the Bada Jana, the eldest son of the king, and has been raised on the Changa. The Bada Jana has placed swords beneath the platform, they said, and will throw Gopinath upon them. O Lord, only if you protect him will he be saved. Bhavananda Roy and his entire family are your servants. Therefore, it is quite fitting for you to save the son of Bhavananda Roy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, Why is the king chastising him? Thereupon the people described the entire incident. They said, Gopinath Patanayaka, the brother of Ramananda Roy, has always been a treasurer for the government. He served in a place known as Mala Jata Dandipata, soliciting and collecting money there and depositing it in the government treasury. Once, when he deposited the collection, however, a balance of 200 kahanas of conch shells was due from him, and therefore the king demanded this sum. Gopi Patanayaka replied, There is no money I can immediately give you in cash. Please give me time. Gradually I shall purchase and sell my gross goods, and in this way fill your treasury. There are 10 to 12 good horses. Take them immediately for a proper price. After saying this, he brought all the horses to the door of the king. One of the princes knew how to estimate the price of horses very well. Thus the king sent for him to come with his ministers and friends. The prince, however, purposely gave a reduced estimate for the value of the horses. When Gopinath Patanayaka heard the price quoted, he was very angry. That prince had a personal idiosyncrasy of turning his neck and facing the sky, looking here and there again and again. Oh, there you are. It's one of my favorite stories. Really funny, the whole thing. A lot of teachings in there too. Uh, Gopinath Patanayaka criticized the prince. He was unafraid of the prince because the king was very kind towards him. Gopinath Patanayaka said, My horses never turn their necks or look upward. Therefore, uh, the price for them should not be reduced. Hearing this criticism, the prince became very angry. Going before the king, he made false allegations against Gopinath Patanayaka. Gopinath Patanayaka criticized the prince. He was unafraid of the prince because the king was very kind towards him. So there's a deep truth to this here also. It's like devotees. See, they're not afraid in this world because, you know, the Lord, the king, the real king is very kind to them. Maybe I should be more afraid of the prince of darkness, prince of this world. I don't know. The king is very kind to me. So it's kind of a similar thing, kind of like this, How would you like the king to be very kind to you because he's affectionate to you? Then you get a lot more protection in this world, because you got the kings. The king's got your back. See, that's Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. The king of kings, queen of queens. Oh, not only the king, you got the queen too behind your back. She got your back, man. Radha. Okay? That's the power of intimacy. This is what people don't know. Like this one nice devotee, this Rum. I like this guy, Rum. What's his name? Rum something. Rum. Wait, that Rum something. Where I'll remember his name sometime. I keep getting posts on my thing. I think that guy's Raghunuga. See, he says chanting with prema is better than is whether you chant 16 rounds or 1 lakh or whatever. Chanting in prema is the main thing. That's more important. That's very more powerful. And a lot of people probably give him flack for that, man. Say, hey, man, why is that? See, because when you chant with prema, when devotion awakens in your heart, which you have to just get the grace. You can't just do this. You know, you have to have the grace of Krishna and Radha, and that comes through the real disciplic line when they're revealing that grace. See? So then it's possible. See, and then these secret truths, these deep truths. They're different. It's different when you chant with prema. That means you have closeness with God. That means the Lord is very close to you because you become ecstatic because He's ecstatic. You know His real nature that other people don't know because they're more distant from that nature. See, they're more back. They don't know. See? And so now they see devotees, even back then, Lord Chaitanya was misunderstood at first. At first, what is this? They almost railroaded him out of Navadvip. They were all angry that he was so ecstatic chanting. He was preaching what we're preaching, that, hey, it's all about ecstasy is the answer. Chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. Come associate with ecstatic devotees. Get the ability to chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, man. Feel this closeness with God. Become the friend of the King of Kings, Queen of Queens. You get a lot more protection from the Prince of Darkness, this Maya, the New World Order, all that other crapola going on. They may even come to your door. That's why I say, you're going to see some demons come here. You're going to see some lizard people come here. Why not? If they came to see my Lord, they'll come here also because my Lord is here. My Lord has come again inside, and He wants to come in you. Are you guys afraid? You want that Lord, man? He's intense. He'll make you an intense person, man. People think you're nuts because it's so great. They think that is not normal to be that happy, man, to be that ecstatic. What's going on here? That's not normal. It's normal to be a prune face, man. To chant your rounds, nice dry rounds, not in ecstasy with the tears and all that stuff that the Lord showed and is shown again. Don't follow that path Gaur Das's teaching. He's a madman. Well, matter of fact, it's true. You got to be mad. Lord Chaitanya's devotees, they're glorified because they've got mad love of Krishna. Makes you mad in ecstasy. That's the new normal. Watch the class this morning. Talked all about that. This Gopinath Patanayaka, hearing this criticism, the prince became very angry. Going before the king, he made some false allegations before Gopinath Patanayaka. See, going before the king. So now another thing, see, going before the king. People of the world, they go before those who are in charge. See, they actually, in truth, they're going before the king because the king is in charge anyway, but they don't see that, so they go before people in illusion and they give false accusations against people in the world. False accusation. Didn't they do that with Jesus? They falsely accused him. See, he's a liar. He's not the Son of God. Hey, what are you talking about? He was the Son of God. False accusations. He's a heretic. He's a criminal. He's this, he's that. See, false accusation. They go before the king to incriminate the sons of God. See? So anyway, that's what the illusion does. And you have one basic protection from that. Is to develop faith in the truth. See? Or hear the truth. Come here every day. We're going to give you more truth than you know what to do with. This is all about here is truth, 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 truth. See? That's the kings of the world. They won't have any power over you. See? Because their power is illusion. Their power is lies, deceptions, and deceit. And if you don't believe in it, see, that's the rule. They know this. That's why they have nothing against my preaching. They know the rules. You have to agree. You have to believe in what they say. Whether it's a lie or the truth, but it's not a truth. It's a lie. Everything's lies. So that's the rule. They got to get you to believe in their lies. And then you will be under that control of Maya, illusory potency. And the simple way to get rid of that, snap you out of it, is to hear the truth every day, repetitively. They repetitively put people in illusion by repetition. Same message every day, different from you think, I'm changing the channel. You're not changing the channel in Maya. It's always the same baloney. It's always the same MO. Program people who watch, people who believe in illusions. See? So that's how the truth sets you free. See, the truth sets you free is you turn your attention to the truth and you feel more increasingly purified. See, the poison of this Maya, from hearing the Maya, the lie, the illusion, is dissipated more and more. It's the secret. Wake you up that's why Bhagavatam was written. That's why all these books are written. Bhagavad Gita is written. Truth will set you free. See, the lie is perpetuated. See, same thing, the truth about Guru Tattva. You need to find the ecstatic, intimate associate of the Lord. They have real knowledge. They have the truth. Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. It's embodied in that person. And only that kind of person. See, this truth manufactures those kinds of persons of truth. See? And that's what their testimony is. Yeah, I've been listening to truth. It's woke me up. It's given me life. It's given me empowerment. It's given me a new life. See, people are dead by hearing illusions, ignorance, all this ignorant, glorifying the material manifestation which comes and goes. Everybody's talking about, they're using their voice to talk about mundane things. See, so the way to wake up is you talk about what is of the spirit and its relationship to the illusion. So you gradually turn away from faith in illusion and faith in the spirit teachings, like here. See, spirit, the essence of truth. Hang out. It's very simple. When you come and hear from self-realized devotees, self-realized. What does that mean, self-realized? It means that you realize the real self. The real self is Krishna for us all. We're just raised from that Lord. The real self is full of truth. See? And the illusion is not interesting to that Lord, nor to his real devotees. The only interest is that it's like you need to understand that how you've been captured by it. Yeah, people are captured by illusion. See? So now you need to be captured by the truth, which is wonderful because the truth is very attractive. If somebody's presenting the real Leela of Krishna, the real truth about the Lord, his relationship to the eternal, to the material world, the temporary world, you'll get free of the illusion. There's no other real practical way to do that. That's why chanting is so powerful, because it gives you an experience of the spirit. The spirit is the ecstatic emotion. That's spiritual. If you don't have ecstatic spiritual emotions, then you don't know what spirit is. Not really. You may know what the celestial level is. You may know what angels are and like demigod types in the mode of goodness or liberation, but you don't know the depth of the spirit. Liberation is just like the rays of that. See, there's very deep conception. See, the real devotees who got the mercy of Lord Caitanya, who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion, they reveal the depth of the spirit. See, they reveal the Bhagavan platform of realization. See, there's Bhagavan platform. There's the super soul realization. And then there's Brahman realization. Most people are, if they're lucky, they're familiar with Brahman, which is just the rays of the truth. It's not fully conclusive, it's not fully complete. See, people even, our nature is to find completion. That's what we need to do. We're looking for completion. That's why people look for it in a woman or a man. You're looking inside, you're looking naturally for completion. You want to be whole. So you look, oh yeah, wholeness is in something in the world, something matter, something of the matter, some beautiful body, some glittery gold. Oh yeah, if I get this and I get enough of this, I'll be fully complete. See, till this Sangha, I never had up a little bit. I never had contact with other devotees. No shit. That's amazing. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, yeah. So where was I? I forgot. I forgot where I was. Anyway, it'll come back. Something will come. Yeah. See, yeah, in the vision of the revealed scriptures. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of forgot my drift. I got to. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, here we go. Next verse. See, hearing this criticism, the prince became very angry, and going before the king, he made some false allegations against Gopinath Patanayaka. This Gopinath Patanayaka, he said, is unwilling to pay the money due. Instead, he is squandering it under some pretext. If you issue an order, I can put him on the chunga, and thus you can realize the money. The king replied, "You can adopt whatever means you think best. Any device by which you can somehow other realize the money is all right." Thus the prince went back, raised Gopinath Patanaika onto the platform of the Chunga, and spread swords below upon which to throw him. After hearing this explanation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied with affectionate anger, "Gopinath Patanaika does not want to pay the king the money that is due." The Lord said, "How then is the king at fault in punishing him?" Gopinath Patanaik is in charge of collecting money on behalf of the government, but he misappropriates it. Not fearing the king, he squanders it to see dancing girls. Now that's an interesting statement. Why did that show up in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this purest book in the universe? He squanders it to see dancing girls. Yeah. Well, that's one of the glories. See, the people think you can't be a devotee unless you're Mr. Austere or you're like some kind of superstar, renunciate, and perfect in all ways. And then after many lifetimes you can get Krishna. No, that's not how it really works. It really works is you just have to find those who have the mercy of ecstatic devotion. That's here. They have the symptoms. People have to learn. Look at symptoms. Look at the symptoms. Look at the symptoms of devotees and devotional service, or lack of devotees and devotional service. Lack of ecstatic worship, which is practically everybody. Very few people have ecstatic emotions. If you did, you would be very, very conclusive. You'd be very, very clear. You look at the scriptures, and the Lord would be whispering sweet somethings in your ears, and instead of sweet nothings. See, if you're not awakened, if you don't worship the Lord with ecstatic devotion, the Lord is trying to communicate with you, but you can't hear anything yet. See, you have no revelation. Scriptures are written by people, devotees who have revelation. The people who speak the scriptures, who are meant to speak the scriptures, have deep revelation from those scriptures, because the Lord, because of their ecstatic love, gives them real knowledge. See, gives them real understanding. Bhagavad Gita 10:10 from another angle. You see how many angles we put that important verse into the life stream of the world. You should be going to listen to people who worship the Lord in ecstatic devotion. They are the clearest people on the planet. They are the most conclusive about the absolute truth, especially when the scriptures are in their hands. The Lord communicates intimate truths to them, and they give it to their disciples or well wishers, so that people can understand these truths and be liberated forever from the Maya. The Maya is perpetuated by faith in it. You know, it causes, when oh, really, developing love of Krishna is really the main purpose of life. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Thanks for asking. Because people are developing feelings for things in the world that are just dead. This matter, the spirit in us is keeping everything alive, but it's not quite alive. We're giving our energy into the external world, keeping it going. See, devotees, they give energy and they give their attention to the internal world and keep that going. What do you think we're keeping going here? This is the internal world. This is why we have people getting liberated. You're coming here and giving your attention to the internal world. The kingdom of God is within and at hand. Jesus Christ said that. Great statement. See, focus your attention on the internal kingdom of God, not external, not even external bhakti. Like, hey man, let's go to church and do the ceremonies. Let's go look at some lit candles. Let's go light some candles. Let's do some rituals. Come on, man. Ready to grow up? Ready to hear the birds and bees of spiritual life? You don't need any of that stuff. You are that stuff. That stuff is all inside you. You are the candle, man. Come and listen to Hari Katha. Listen to the glorification of the absolute truth and get inspired. We light your candle, man. The Lord's looking for that candle, not some match lighting a candle again and again in every lifetime for millions of lifetimes before you know what He wants from you. You're that candle, man. It's in your heart. Let's light that candle. What's the match? The match is conclusive truth, is the Srimad Bhagavatam, conception. Chaitanya Charitamrita, conception. See, that's the form of the Lord. The form of the Lord is the proper conception of the absolute truth, as it is. Not as it isn't, not speculative version, not the speculation version from the snakes, and we know who those are. The Pharisee types, remember them? Love to speculate. Conclusive truth, man. If one is intelligent, let him perform service to the government, and after paying the government, he can spend whatever money is left. At that time, another person came there in great haste, bringing the news that Vaninath Roy and his entire family had been arrested. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "The king must personally realize the money that is due. But I am a sannyasi, a member of the renounced order. What can I do?" Then all the devotees headed by Swarab Damodar Goswami fell at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submitted the following plea. All the members of Ramananda Roy are your family, Ramananda Roy's family are your eternal servants. Now they are in danger. Is it not befitting for you? Is it befitting for you to be indifferent to them in this way? After hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke in an angry mood. See, Lord Chaitanya spoke in an angry mood. A devotee is always humble. No, a devotee is like the Lord. They express God on this planet. They express ecstatic devotion. The Lord is filled with ecstatic devotion. So they have very variegated emotions. It's all just naturally in the service of the Lord. The Lord gets angry. Devotees get angry sometimes. A lot of people have left. This one devotee left because he was a sahaja. He left Prabhupada. The Lord misled him in Mayapur. Yeah. He said Prabhupada was very proud. Prabhupada is very proud of Krishna, very proud of his disciples. And this person thought, oh, that's pride. That's material. You see, that's the Brahman level. That's a smaller realization. See, devotees, they realize the supreme personality of Godhead. Listen to that statement. God is the supreme person. He's a person, and he's a supreme personality. He's got a mind. He's got emotions. He's got characteristics. See? And when you are opened up and you can relish these characteristics, you can taste them. See? Now you have Bhagavan realization. See? And you cannot speculate your way in there. Speculation, you cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Charitamrita says that. You cannot speculate your way into understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot have his full knowledge and real knowledge that way. No, not by speculation. Brahman level is the best you can do with speculating. Any comments or questions? It's time to wake up, drink coffee, and smell the roses. Yeah, yeah. Right now I have some lemon water. Mm. I even forgot about my second cup of coffee today. Oh well. Let's see here. Oops. So, but the pure devotees wear red cloth, tight neck beads, and big shika. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Jesus wasn't always humble. He would get angry, yell, and flip tables. Yeah, the main thing is people see they don't know the Supreme Personality of Godhead's qualities, nor do they know his devotees' qualities, which they reflect the Lord's qualities. That's because of their closeness with the Lord. That's how you get to know the Lord's qualities, is through his devotees. If you can't accept a devotee's characteristics, that means you don't accept the Lord's characteristics. That's why The Lord said, those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my real devotees. Those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees. You naturally become a devotee of a devotee if when you get close to them, because you realize, oh, this is the real path. The Lord has given me a real bona fide spiritual master who to explain the real science of Krishna consciousness. I couldn't figure it out on my own, and these gurus couldn't help me figure it out either. Well, they could help me a little bit, but not much. See, you're really delivered by the empowered devotee. And how are you're delivered? Well, you get the ecstatic symptoms. You get what the guru has, ecstatic worship of Krishna. That's the whole point. Why should you worship any guru, really, especially now when this real knowledge is available? Why should you worship any guru who can't give you ecstatic devotion? The only reason to do that is if you don't have something better or you don't know any better. This, like Jesus said when he preached, he said, "You people, there's no cloak for your sins, no cloak for the Pharisees' sins. There's no cloak for the sins of these gurus. It's sinful to be worshipped. This is even against the Ten Commandments, my friends. Thou shalt not put any idol before me." What, is that not clear? Is it not clear not to put idols before the Lord? The idol is nothing. It's a mundane person. Why should that's not special. That's not uncommon. That's not the real path. See? So that's why you have to hear uncompromising truth. Most people compromise. They say, "Oh, Prabhu, don't go against the gurus. Don't. What's going? I'm just against lies." See, I put the truth against the lie. Why? So that people can be saved, man. So people can become intelligent. So people can become free and sovereign in the truth of who they are. I put the truth against the lie, and that's called preaching. If you can't do that, you're not empowered, man. You got to be a devotee Bhagavat. Bhagavat, the Srimad Bhagavatam's always doing that. It's taking the highest truth and distinguish it from illusion for the welfare of everybody, even the lizard people. See, even those nagas from the lower planets. So Tarun says, offer respect to others by those qualifications makes it confusing. External thing qualified is not just an appearance. Oh, that one is great. I feel good about myself around them. Yeah. It is the internal thing, but in this age, everything is polluted to base level. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, that's the whole point of having a guru. That's the whole point of Prabhupada writing these books. That's the whole purpose of our preaching, is to relish these truths and to preach them to the world and liberate it. So people can find out where real happiness is, where real energy is, where real life is. It's fantastic. It's nice to liberate people. People are putting each other in illusion, talking about the weather all day or talking about mundane persons. Use the voice. The voice is up here. You notice the voice is up here, not down there. See, down there is that's another place. That's for the toilet. So no toilet talk here. See, we talk about the absolute truth, not about the weather, eh? Not about illusions, not about political, the left and the right. All of that keeps you in illusion. All of a sudden you hate your brother, right? Oh, I hate Trump supporters. Oh, I love Trump supporters. I'm a Democrat. I'm a communist. I'm this. I'm that.
No, you're none of that, man. You're a servant of the transcendental Lord. Come here and we'll show you where real happiness is, man. You'll give love and awakening to people on the right or the left, up or down, lizards or saints or sinners. Doesn't matter. This truth applies to everybody universally. It's a universal fit. Could you imagine you have a pair of shoes that fits everybody? That's what we got here. Hola. I got to chill now. Maria's here. I got to be more nice and speak words that are pleasing to others. Stuff like that. After hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh no, all the members of Ramananda Roy's family are your eternal servants. Now they are in danger. It is not befitting for you to be indifferent to them in this way. After hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke in an angry mood. You want to order me to go to the king, he said. Your opinion is that I should go to the king's palace and spread my cloth and to beg money from him. Of course, Maria, this class is for you. This is about stuff that you're into. Of course, a sannyasi is actually for everybody. So I just thought, you'll maybe like this. Let's see. Of course, a sannyasi or Brahmin may beg for up to 5 gandas, but why should he be granted an inappropriate sum of 200,000 kahanas of conch shells? Then another person came with news that Gopinath had already been set up to be thrown upon the points of the swords. Hearing this news, all the devotees again appealed to the Lord, but the Lord said, I'm a beggar. It is impossible for me to do anything about this. Therefore, if you want to save him, you should all pray together at the lotus feet of Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He possesses all potencies. Therefore, he is able to act freely and do and undo whatever he likes. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied in this way, an officer named Harichanda Patra went to the king and spoke with him. After all, he said, Gopinath Patanaik is your faithful servant. To condemn a servant to death is not good behavior. His only fault is that he owes money to the government. If he is killed, however, what profit will there be? The government will be the loser, for it will not get the money. It would be better to take the horses for a proper price and let him gradually repay the balance. And why are you killing him unnecessarily? The king answered in surprise, I did not know all about this. Why should his life be taken? I only want the money from him. Go there and adjust everything. I want the payment, not his life. Harichand then returned and informed the prince of the king's desire, and immediately Gopinath Patanaika was taken down from the chunga. Then he told that the king demanded the money from him, due him, and he asked what means he would adopt to pay it. Kindly take my horses, he said, for a proper price. I shall gradually pay the balance as I can. Without consideration, however, you are going to take my life. What can I say? Then the government took all the horses for a proper price. A time was set for payment of the balance, and Gopinath Patanaika was released. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from the messenger, what was Vaninath doing when he was arrested and brought there? The messenger replied, he was fearlessly, incessantly chanting Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hmm. He counted the chants on his fingers of both hands, and after he had finished chanting 1,000 times, he would make a mark on his body. Hearing this news, the Lord was very pleased. Who can understand the mercy of the Lord upon his devotee? Isn't that interesting? He was released just by being informed. The Lord was saying, I can't even do anything about this. I'm just a poor sannyasi. But just by being informed, by the devotees, he was saved. Okay? So this is the secret. This is, I think Maria was talking about stuff like this, invoking. See, invoking Lord Caitanya. See, so just by invoking that's what we do when we're chanting. We're invoking the Lord. Okay? Automatically, everything becomes auspicious. Yeah, I think I got to stop for a while. Yeah, yeah, I'll stop. Maybe later on I'll do something again. If not, I'll see everybody in the morning. Let's see if we got any comments here. Hmm. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for coming, and we'll continue later.